Word of mouth is the number one form of advertising. And in 2017, the number one form of word of mouth is social media. Your social media is your brand. When people look at your social media, your website, any type of online digital platforms, it gives them an insight into the type of person, artist, DJ that you are. So the way you portray yourself is very big. If you're only showcasing money or things that don't really have to do with what you're trying to get paid for, how is your management supposed to pitch you to get other checks? How are you supposed to get headphones from Beats or Music or any of these brands? So I think one of the number one mistakes they make is how they brand themselves, how they portray themselves, how they're putting out their imaging in any type of way. The other mistake I think a lot of people think is when it comes to imaging, thinking they have to spend all the money on the fashion, on the jewelry. Make sure that these assets and materials are done first. Make sure you have a website before you have the jewelry. Make sure that you're going out here making some of these personal touches. Because I see a lot of people, they hit 10,000, 20,000 followers on Instagram, and now all of a sudden you don't want to talk to the people. I'm inviting people out to the club, and it's great that me as your manager or publicist is introducing you to people. But what you don't realize is talent is, when you have management and PR and all those things, yes, you are paying those people or working with those people so that you have insight to their relationships. But if you don't form your own relationship with these relationships, when you stop working with me, these people aren't going to work with you. I have people that think that they might have been at the top of their game at the time. And when Complex or Billboard calls me and is like, hey, can we do something with so-and-so? And I tell them I'm not working with them. They don't sit here and ask me, oh, well, who's representing them? They sit here and ask me, well, who else do you have? So you want to make sure that when you're in the room with these right people, you're getting the chance to let them know you. You're having your own conversation and saying, hey, Naya, you know what? I just dropped this really great record. I think you should hear it. What do you like to do on the weekends? And not in a dating standpoint, but open the conversation. No one's too big to speak. And you need to realize that these people, no matter how much money you make, are the gatekeepers to your success. So you need to treat every editor, every celebrity, every DJ, every artist with the same respect. I mean, you want the people to be in love with you and therefore buy into what you're trying to sell. So why wouldn't you open your mouth and speak?
Right. How important is, I've met a lot of artists and DJs who are just comfortable with having people around them, just their crew. So what are the benefits, if there are any benefits, and what are the cons to having a lot of people as an artist around you, just always following you? Does that help or hurt someone's career as a DJ or an artist?
Well, I think that every successful artist, especially artists, has had a team, regardless if you saw the team or not. Now, we know T.I. has Hustle Gang. Meek Mill has Dream Chasers, even though you might not have seen 10 people chasing the dream. You know they have a unit, you know? So every major artist has a team. Drake has OVO. So it is very important to have a team. But outside of having a team, every player on the team has a role. You don't see a team and everyone is a forward. Everyone's not a center. Everyone's not defense. So you need to make sure that if you have a team or an entourage, they're not just your team. These people need to play a role. When you're going places and certain people can't get in, it shouldn't be an argument at the door. They should just respect what's going on, stay to the side, and get finessed in as the time goes on. If you need to take a picture with a celebrity because you're the artist and the talent and you're with your boys, you should be able to say, hey, take this picture of me. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even have to say that. You should have someone there saying, let me get this of you. Let me pick you up if we're going to the show and make sure you're there on time. Nothing's worse than your talent being late because of their entourage. That to me makes no sense. Because if you're supposed to be the leader of the pack, how can you lead them anywhere if you can't even get to where you're going?